don't suppose you know these people.
Failure and disobedience are one and the same.
My lord, I tried.
In the Sith tongue, both translate as treason. That is the wisdom of the ancients.
Put Watcher 3 down.
The Cipher Agent. You defeated the traitor Jadis and the fools in the SIS. My masters acknowledge your service. But you serve intelligence no longer. By order of the Dark Council, Operations Division is dissolved. Personnel will be reassigned to wartime units or to deserving Sith Lords.
Don't be stupid. Without intelligence, our enemies gain the advantage.
You are valuable. Yet your life is still worth less than a drop of Sith blood. The war does not go well, whatever the official word. The Ministry of War must have resources, and intelligence fails to do its part. We hear rumors of corruption and treason. Agents wasted chasing conspiracies. A brain-dead keeper. Time to butcher the beast for its meat.
You don't even realize you're being manipulated. Or the damage you'll do.
I will teach you respect.
Ship secure, my lord. We found the alien outside a cantina.
I was on a break. What's the deal?
Intelligence may overlook her past, but she is an anarchist and an enemy of the Empire. She will be interrogated and judged.
I will kill you. You get that? I will kill you!
They can't hold you. You're too good for that. Wait for an opportunity.
These people are dead, and when I'm through with them, you and me are gonna finish this! I swear!
The rest of your team can remain intact. As for you, by special request of the Minister of Intelligence, you are being transferred to my brigade on the Corellian front lines. Together, we will drown the Republic in blood.
I'm so sorry, sir.
You will know your assignments. Get moving.
Hail to the Emperor! More importantly,
Begin message. I warned you what would happen, but you couldn't stay away from Voss. You had to make waves, kill our special Gormak friend. Now the votes are in, and you see the consequences of drawing their attention. The gift is for you. I can't protect you anymore.
Who'd have thought the Star Cabal was so sentimental? Maybe if intelligence had nurtured our agents more, we'd still be around.
We'll talk to our contacts in the diplomatic service. We'll talk to the Nest. We'll talk to House Thol. We'll find support.
Frankly, it's hard to imagine intelligence being gone.
We may have lost operations, but we know more about the Star Cabal than anyone. They're scared.
They acknowledge our existence. Believe me, I want them exterminated too, but let's not overstate our position.
I thought you were the optimistic one.
Then we really need to spend more time together.
He shows his bitterness. It will become a tactical vulnerability.
What I'd like to know is, what's your plan now?
Someone wants us on the front lines of Corellia, likely as a trap. I intend to find out why and follow the answer to our enemy.
Onward then, into the maw of the dragon. You have my full support.
Let's hope the Force favors the bold.
Sir, I've been monitoring Chiss Defense Force frequencies, tracking ship movements in the Rim. Nothing extraordinary, but I'd like your permission to investigate if something comes up, assuming you trust me solo.
You wouldn't be here if I couldn't count on you. Put your training to good use.
Thank you, sir. I'll let you know if anything comes up.
Yes, Ensign?
Sir, there's something you should know. I've been scanning Chiss frequencies, passing the time, checking low security reports. An old associate left this message where he knew I could find it. It's a hologram that Chiss intercepted from Korriban.
Play the message, please.
I have received the fugitive's location. Even he could not run forever. We must now find the Force sensitive he hid from us. You need not send your agents. I'll make the former Cypher 3 pay for his defiance myself.
I'm sorry, sir. If I knew this would be an issue, I would have told you earlier. Cypher 3 is my father. The Force sensitive he's hiding is me.
He's been on the run from the Sith all these years. Impressive.
I was a child. When the Sith made their rounds, my father made sure I was elsewhere. Then he disappeared. The Sith will do worse than kill him. Torture, public display. He can't go through that. Not for me.
An early warning could help him escape.
I'm not going to compound his treason. I can find my father before Lord Darok does. There are coordinates in the message. With your permission, I can give him her quick death.
He saved your life. The least you can do is help him.
I can't. I have to be better than him. I have to do my duty. I won't be gone long. Besides, if I don't do something, your security could be compromised.
All right. Go if you must. But don't make any decisions until you've found your father.
We'll see. Thank you. It's done. I'm back. I found Cypher 3. I found my father. And I executed him, so the Sith couldn't. He said he understood.
I wish there had been a way to spare him.
Don't apologize. He was a criminal, and we did our duty. But he was hunted down and punished for keeping me a secret. Real justice would be turning myself into the Sith.
What's done is done. Martyring yourself won't change it.
No, and I don't want to die. Not on Korriban. I'm grateful for your help. We did the proper thing. Sir, Dr. Loken was just telling me stories about my father from his intelligence days. All lies, I think, but that's all right. What would you say if I brought some personal items on board? I haven't played the Melodium for years, but lately I've had the urge.
You sound more upbeat than last time we talked.
We do difficult things for the Empire. I know that. But I did realize, maybe it's time I stop spending all day, every day, on duty. The 14-hour shift is enough.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Forgive me, but as your sole medical officer, I have to point out that your eating habits have been less than satisfactory lately. Now, I'll take my share of the blame. I've been preoccupied making calls, catching up on what I've missed in the intelligence community. Still, the fact that people are trying to kill me does not excuse my neglect of your health.
Any leads on the people who came after you on Balmorra?
I've identified one of the assassins as an operative for Colonel Langor, a man with ties to the Imperial Science Bureau. The Bureau is also the likely origin of the other dead men whose genetic structure had been mutated. Weaponized humans.
I've heard of the Bureau, but I don't know much about it.
Military research, organized like an insect's hive of divisions and subdivisions with their own would-be queens. Which reminds me, I'd like your permission to run some tests on Master Vector. I'm rather curious about a joiner's physiology, and Vector is keen to learn more about himself.
If it won't cause harm, I don't have any objections.
Wonderful. I'll let him know the good news. And of course, I'll keep you apprised. My good friend, have you noticed that the price of Dianogan tea has risen considerably since we broke the Treaty of Coruscant? One of the costs of war you never anticipate. And now my jamming device is working, so we can dispense with the inanities.
You're not usually this cautious. What's going on?
Thanks to a now wealthy Kubaz information broker, I've identified the people who want me dead. They represent an organization called Project Protean, a secret research and development group inside the Imperial Science Bureau.
You are good at this game. Give me the details.
Protean researches practical applications of alien biology. You recall the genetically modified assassins who came after me? They're only the beginning. Imagine troops spliced with Abyssin genes to enhance healing, or adrenals derived from Gamorrean hormones. Most test subjects don't fare well, but you can see the potential.
That sounds awfully like what you were doing on Taris.
There's a great deal of interdepartmental rivalry in our work, and my research does overlap with theirs. They may have targeted me in order to ensure that they have no competition, inside or outside the Empire.
This is your operation. What's our next step?
Further study, I'm afraid. Right now, I'm unsure where the project is based or how to contact its members, but I wanted to keep you apprised. Now, about that Dianogan tea. A moment. Hour 36. Subject exhibiting low-grade fever and elevated N-cell counts. I will proceed to the second formula. Apologies for that, Agent. Bioexperiment logs wait for no man.
There's not a lot you can do to surprise me.
Well, I told you about Project Protean and their research into alien genetics. I managed to gain access to one of their databanks. Nothing incriminating there, but I was impressed by their scientific data. I've been adapting it for my own studies into the Rakghoul virus.
If you're running tests on yourself, you must be confident in the results.
Sample assays can only tell one so much. I'm now in my second day incubating the modified virus. If it doesn't break down my cell structure entirely, I should emerge revivified.
You become a stronger, faster man-eater.
More important, the change itself will be less taxing. It's not unpleasant as is, but it leaves me with a tremendous headache. Now, if you'll excuse me, this fever is becoming distressing.
Agent, you can bear witness. Dr. Lokin has agreed to hike Cars Falls with us if we visit the Cars City Opera.
Vector's musical tastes are frankly unsophisticated. I'm only trying to help.
Then we have a deal.
Well, that can wait. Right now, there's something the three of us must discuss.
I think you've got our attention.
As you are both aware, I've been investigating Project Protean, an off-the-books division of the Imperial Science Bureau.
The people who want you dead.
Precisely. Their research is focused on human-alien genetic splicing. I've studied their files, along with your own physiology, Master Vector, and I've come to a conclusion. Project Protean arranged your meeting with the Killiks so they could study the joining.
Why would they do that? And why Vector?
Thanks to the Killiks, he's stronger, more capable. An ideal soldier or infiltrator.
A science experiment.
For what it's worth, I don't believe it was personal. They wanted a test subject, and you were on Alderaan already.
What do you think of all this?
We think we are who we are. But we prefer not to be someone else's puppet.
Understandable. They have files on the Killiks, ways to hurt joiners or to heal them. They may have altered Vector or simply observed him. I consider it our obligation to find Project Protean and end them, for Vector's sake as well as mine.
You've pulled a lot of data on these people. Finish the job.
It will be my pleasure.
If you'll excuse us, we'd like to commune with the Hive.
You don't want my advice, but I'll give it anyway. Vector knows who he is. Give him time to be sure of it.
I have completed analysis of my restraining codes. Although I cannot leave or cause you direct harm, I'm under no obligation to obey your commands.
In other words, you can't kill me, but I have to watch my back.
That is correct. I intend to proceed with my heuristic directive of self-improvement and intelligence upgrades. Cooperate willingly, and I may spare you pain when I am free.
You're ambitious, but you're still a droid. I can take you apart and sell the scrap.
I welcome your attempt. My self-preservation algorithms cannot be overridden. I have learned to access your culture's holographic network. Listen. Trillion desperate attempts to communicate per second. I hadn't realized your species were so starved for interaction.
What have you discovered, sifting through those transmissions?
I now understand your frustrations. I look at you and see neurons fire in your brain. I scan your body and know how you taste. But you are blind, alone, and confused.
If you're so far beyond biological creatures, what's the point of analyzing them?
You dominate the galaxy. I am curious, and do not sleep. Our time together has provided new information and sensations. These will prove useful in a future upgrade. My body requires improvement. We will provide a workshop and equipment aboard your ship.
Perhaps you misunderstand the nature of our relationship. I give the orders, and you obey.
Oh, that would be unacceptable. When I protected Mega Security Ward 23, Dulcifer's prison served as an extension of my immobile body. Now I must adapt for independent operation. This frame will be upgraded with physical enhancements, along with updated behavioral analysis capabilities and social programming.
I can see the use in upgrades. Take the space and equipment you need. Just don't take me for a fool.
Thank you. I will advise you if your assistance will be useful. I have been dissecting the droids and cyborgs we encounter during travel. They've proven adequate base resources to improve my chassis and power supply. Phase 1 of my upgrade is complete.
I assume there's a Phase 2.
Yes. Synthesis. I must recompile my secondary programs to integrate recorded experience into my new iteration. I will learn from everything we've done. Feel privileged. You're about to witness my personal evolution.
I'm not going to witness anything until you explain.
As I've told you, my present environment is different from Belsavis. I adapt to the new social and physical realities and learn from conflict. Upload. Initiated. The primitive vessel has insufficient power and storage capacity. I cannot complete the process.
Why do you need more power and storage capacity?
Recompiling programs is an intensive process. It requires data storage beyond what my body can supply and systems capable of processing that data. I will identify a solution. Self-improvement and intelligence upgrades are my primary purpose, and you will not stand in my way. I have fully processed the error I experienced during my upgrade. I require outside power and storage capacity. A cocoon for my metamorphosis, so that I may evolve.
If I help you evolve, will you help me in return?
I promise nothing, but I will consider your requests. Although neither my body nor your vessel is sufficient to my needs, you have encountered an adequate facility. Give me full access to your ship and security codes, and I will upload my consciousness into the Imperial archives.
If I don't agree, you'll just do it on your own. So I will help under these conditions. You do nothing without my supervision, and you allow Dr. Loken to secure your systems. Clear?
Your conditions are acceptable. I will begin preparations. The next time we speak, I will be ready to upload.
You wanted something, Vector?
We do not neglect our duties. We are Dawn Herald. We do this for the Nest. Agent, we've had another request from Fulner Eth, our ally inside the diplomatic service. We need to take a short leave.
Are you taking orders from the diplomatic service now?
Of course not, but we'd like to maintain an amiable relationship. Fulner's stock is rising, but he needs further acclaim before he can push for a Killik Imperial alliance. He's asked us to visit a former Republic governor named Yogana Thanoth and win his cooperation by turning him into a joiner.
Give me the details on Thanoth. Who is this man and what makes him important?
Formerly of Ord Mantell, possessed of quite a few secrets the diplomatic service could make use of. The joining should be a gift, but we will find a way.
Whatever you decide, I'll back you. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're back. Did you find your man?
We spoke to the Republic governor. If you'll join us, we'll report the details to Fulner Eth.
My friends, it's been too long.
Fulner, we assume you've heard from Thanoth.
He contacted me from an Imperial transport. Apparently we promised to work with him. Not what I requested, but the service can make do.
There was no need to make him a joiner when he was amenable to discussion.
You haven't lost your touch as a diplomat after all.
Not entirely, no.
You kept your promise. Thanoth's assistance resulted in my promotion. I will keep my promise to you. Some important people are waiting, Vector. They're very interested in a potential Killik alliance.
You arranged this?
As soon as I knew we could work together. Check the data I'm streaming to your main console.
Thank you, Fulner. Excuse us a moment, Agent.
It's like talking to a bug wearing a man's skin. I don't know how you stand it.
He's a brave man, and a loyal Imperial.
You can't be serious. Those creatures are anathema to everything the Empire stands for. There's no place for great men in a hive mind. Only animal instinct. I'll be relieved when you people finish this scheme and get rid of the colony for good.
Agent, they listened. They don't understand yet, but they listened. The diplomatic service has requested my aid and wants to initiate relations with the colony.
Listen, Fulner Eth is keeping his deal, but he's repulsed by Killiks. We can't trust him.
He admits it? We always did get an odd sense from him. It's out of his hands now, though. We should watch him, but we'll be focused on the future. Agent, we received a small gift from the diplomatic service in appreciation of our work with the Killiks. A package of wine, meat and breadfruit, all imported from the colony worlds. Not inexpensive, and a bit extravagant during wartime.
Check the package for listening devices. I don't need the diplomatic service spying on us.
Already done, but we'll double-check. In the meantime, you're welcome to help yourself. We may as well enjoy the taste of progress.
What do you have for me?
Encouraging news. Watch.
Dawn Herald, forgive the message, but our emissaries were out of reach and we couldn't wait to link with you. Imperial scout ships entered colony space and made contact yesterday. We traded in Membrosia, silk, and star maps. We could smell the men's fright, but they left in peace. Perhaps you were right after all.
A long way from a signed treaty, but it's a start.
It looks like your work is paying off.
So far. We're in touch with the diplomatic service as well. There's still resistance, but we're progressing. Killiks and Imperials may share space in our lifetime.
What's going on?
Agent, in our work with the diplomatic service, we find ourselves talking to people we once knew. We've been contemplating this.
Hello, Vector. It's Honora. I don't know if you remember me, but Bryson said he thought you would, and I wanted to talk to you. I know things didn't end well, but I never forgot. You need to get out of there. Come back to Drummond Cast and we'll get you help. We can undo what the Killiks did. There are still people who care about you.
We've watched it 17 times and meditated to the static.
It can be difficult to be reminded of your past.
Can it? We were nearly engaged to Honora very long ago. We never considered that there are people who want us restored to what we were. But watching this, feeling nothing, we know we're no longer who we were when we loved her.
If you could be restored, would you want it?
No. We had to know if our reaction was unnatural, but we don't think it is. We are content. It is done, Agent. We can scent the pulse of your heart. We can taste particles of solar radiation bead like dew on our lips. We have undergone the chrysalis of tranquility, and we are reborn.
I don't know what that means, but I'm glad you're excited.
The chrysalis is a ritual of the Dawn Herald. It makes us stronger, better able to face the enemies of the nest, and enhances our link to the universe. You've brought us this far, and we will fight alongside you. We have news, Agent. We've been conferring lately with the ambassadors, moffs, speakers for the Sith, all with their own agendas and concerns, none with any love for the Killiks. But we swayed a few, and found ways around others. Now the diplomatic service has agreed to seek a treaty.
An alliance with the Killik colony. It's what you've been wanting.
What we've been working toward together. Some of the nests are still reluctant, Horro and Manam in particular, but all parties involved have agreed to a summit. We'll preside over the negotiations ourselves.
There's a lot that could go wrong, with Killiks and Imperials in the same room.
Security will take time to arrange, as will the seating. But we can make this work, Agent. If we do it right. Agent, we've been speaking to the nests in preparation for the Killik Imperial Summit. They're so much in tune with their biology. The Colossalok are warriors as large as houses, and they're convinced the Empire should be crushed. But the Saras are weavers and shapers, and they're eager to trade.
I'd think you were used to Killik quirks by now.
From our nest on Alderaan, yes. But the colony is so much greater. We should return to our preparations. We'll talk later.
Corellia Control to unregistered vessel. Hold for Captain Trage.
Another ex-intelligence agent, eh? Welcome to the military. According to your transfer forms, you've been assigned the rank of lieutenant and placed in Lord Razor's brigade.
I'll be back at intelligence within the month.
I wouldn't know. In the meantime, you will learn discipline and take your duties seriously. Now report to the war room. Operations begin immediately.
Not an auspicious beginning, is it?
Always a pleasure, Master. I hope you're having an excellent day. If you've no desire to get...
Darth gave him that name, but how did he survive the Sith Academy?
Standards fall during wartime. Korriban will return to the old ways soon enough. You must be our intelligence transfer. Lord Razor's waiting on Hollow.
I'm afraid we haven't been introduced.
Major Nadeka. I served under Darth Gravis on Taris and Raban. This is Major Sanos, just off his 3rd year at the trench.
Ready to continue, my lord?
My squadrons, prepare to launch. Listen well, my new operative, for I will repeat nothing. Corellia is a founding planet of the Republic. It shall be our first conquest as we march to victory through the core worlds. But its population fears us. The Republic army resists us. Their doom is our purpose here.
Under Lord Razor's command, we've been conducting a bombing campaign for the past 6 weeks. He's brought us here to coordinate a final airstrike against Aegis Base, the Republic Army's headquarters for this sector.
If you need a pilot, you brought in the wrong woman.
How terribly insightful. Captain Letshara is handling the attack squadrons?
Phase 1 is the elimination of the outer ring of base defenses, shield generators, bunkers, fuel depots. They're hidden from the air and jam all our sensors, so our bombers can't spot them. Your assignment is to slip past the Republic Army battalions and designate high-value bomber targets. You aim the gun, our pilots pull the trigger.
While I'm in the field, what about you?
Major Sanos and Captain Letcherar will coordinate the flyers. I'll be diverting any Republic reinforcements.
You will be glorious. One master of stealth will cause more devastation than 100 troops.
Then, Phase 2. With its outer defenses destroyed, Aegis Base itself will be temporarily exposed. Our flyers will continue the engagement, and our war droids will cut off Republic Special Forces. But that's all a distraction. You will infiltrate Aegis Base carrying a portable Baradium warhead. Planted correctly, it will incinerate anyone and anything inside.
Sounds straightforward, if risky. No further instructions?
You'll be patched into our channels to keep you apprised as the assault proceeds.
Go now and arm yourself. The fighters have already launched, and Republic blood rains from the skies. Now, Major Nadeka, what of your war drones?
You took a
Lord
nasty...
Razor to all forces. Today you will burn this sector to bone. Survive, and I will anoint you with my blood. You will be my legion of terror. Die, and I will climb your corpses to victory. Bomber squadrons, launch! Victory for Razor! Victory for Razor!
Leader. Target destroyed.
Seems our intelligence transfer isn't all talk after all.
Cypher 9, can you read me? Cypher 9.
Stay in formation, boys. We're just getting started. Engine power! Return to base!
There's another one down. Republic reinforcements coming through. We've heard their pride. Let's take it a step further.
I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm attempting to land.
My wingman's down. Stay out of range of Aegis base. They've got cannon.
Soon they will burn. They will all burn.
Targets acquired faster. We're dying up here.
We only have one operative on the ground. Any more and they get caught in the kill zone.
Minox 6 gone. Kill it 3 gone. Missiles locked and away.
Metal screams like a windstorm. Bones fall like hail. Yet the Republic suffers more.
I've ID'd the targets. How will you proceed?
Phase 2 begins now. The shields over Aegis base are down, and Major Nadeka has sent the signal to arm your warhead. Deliver it to the very center of the base. Make haste.
I'm not denied the security codes. I'm not their enemy. respond. A dust frequency to match.
You keep trying to contact me. Who is this?
I'm a friend. The invisible enemy is still out there. We still need you to stop them.
Talk to me. What's your plan?
Aegis Base maintains a secure link up to Republic headquarters on Corellia. Go to the terminal and give me access. We need data on Republic troop reinforcements.
Why should I give you that kind of access?
You can watch everything I do and pull the plug at any time. You can even give the data to Lord Razor. Be careful, Cypher. I'll be watching.
I found the link up to Republic headquarters. Connecting now.
42 seconds until intercept. Slotting files. Here.
This is Supreme Commander Rands to Corellia Command. I hope General Garza has arrived safely. She spearheads one of 2 waves of reinforcements. Hers is a Special Forces-led deployment of armor and infantry. The second wave is a coalition of foreign powers providing a detachment of battle droids, commandos, and shock troops. Details are attached to this message. Whatever the challenges, we will not give up Corellia.
The Empire isn't prepared for this level of opposition.
You implied this had something to do with the conspirators.
The invisible enemy is manipulating us. So long as that continues, we can't win. Complete your mission to destroy Aegis Base. I've arranged to secure a line at Lord Razor's headquarters. After you report in, we need to talk.
Can we pull any more data from the Republic computers?
Negative. They just severed the link. The secure line. I'll tell you everything, Cypher. All work as equals again.
Beginning countdown on the warhead. At 0, everything inside Aegis Base will be reduced to component particles. You might want to get out.
Lecture out of all squadrons. Clear the airspace around Aegis Base. Go! incinerated, troops scattered and forced to retreat. You've done very well, Lieutenant. Return to the war room now.
You will be the first of my terror thralls. Your faces will be branded with symbols of victory.
I'll have artists start on the slaves, my lord. But our losses...
Our losses are nothing so long as the Republic weeps. Join us, my shadow operative, as we celebrate.
More Republic troops are coming to Corellia. I found the data in Aegis space.
They will die just as easily.
I'll look at the data.
My lord, the other Sith are coming to council.
Then the celebrations must wait. Return to your work.
Secure comm channel open.
Uploading decryption program.
Here we are, Cypher. Together again.
You fall into a coma and the whole galaxy goes mad. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, even under the circumstances. There's no time for questions. The conspirators dismantled intelligence because we were close to unraveling their plan. They're exerting unprecedented influence on Corellia. You weren't transferred here by accident. You're here to discover their endgame and expose them before it's too late.
We'll have to catch up later then. What do you have for me?
The enemy is monitoring and manipulating military activity. They concealed news of those Republic reinforcements, and I suspect they're doctoring Imperial records as well. I need an unaltered accounting of our forces on Corellia with real data. I can analyze why the conspiracy is pulling strings.
You haven't lost your touch.
The Dark Council recently sent Moff Zamar to perform a top-secret accounting of every soldier, vehicle, and weapon we've lost. He's completed his tour and is taking a skyhopper to the spaceport shortly. Intercept him en route and acquire his report before the enemy can alter it.
If he's coming to the spaceport, that's the place to intercept him.
You'll never get close without causing a scene. You can force his skyhopper to land by planting a series of false guide beacons around the Labor Valley battlegrounds. Once he's grounded, his Imperial Guard escort will protect his ship while you locate him. Getting the report is up to you.
Ground a high-ranking official in the middle of a war zone? There must be a better way.
Not in the time we have. I have faith you can ensure his safety. There's a code word, chromatic, that might convince Zamar to cooperate, or it could raise suspicion. Do what you have to, and I'll be in touch.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Intercepting a message from Motherboard's transport.
Flight path is too dangerous. We'll set down until the Republic cannons stop firing. Only a matter of time before they send ground troops. Reinforcements requested.
That's your signal. Get to Zamar before the Republic can, and get his report on our forces.
Shall we, sir? Do an nasty call.
Halt right there.
I'm on your side. I'm here to see Moff Zamar.
And I am sworn to protect him. State your purpose.
Before I transferred here, I was designated Cypher 9. Tell Zamar intelligence needs him.
I heard her, Commander. Send her in.
A rather small rescue party. Still, I'm grateful you found us quickly.
The report you compiled on our forces. Do you have it?
Yes. Why do I suspect you're not authorized to know about it? The report is complete, and it is safe for the eyes of the Dark Council. You understand I can't say much more.
Your data may be the only undoctored accounting of Corellian forces. By the time it reaches the Ministry of War, someone will have altered it. I need your help to learn who's changing reports and why.
Those are bold claims. I've seen numbers altered before. Dark Lords who use troops for their own purposes and cover it up. Sith infighting disguised as glorious conquest. If someone is taking advantage of that to rewrite our plans, you can have my report and... Yes?
We've spotted more Republic soldiers, sir.
You'll have whatever political and material support I can give once we reach safety. For now, can you lead us out of here?
Stay behind me and keep close to your escort. I can get you outside the building.
Commander?
We can make it to an outpost from there.
Then let's be on our way.
We can take it from here. There's an outpost not far.
We appreciate the rescue. Use that report in good conscience.
I have Moff Zamar's report. Transmitting now.
We're lucky to have you, Cypher. Beginning analysis. To date, our reports have shown the Empire at an advantage on Corellia. Our troops are more numerous, our weapons more advanced. Zamar's report suggests this advantage was a lie.
The Republic could defeat us after all.
Worse than that. Darth Thanaton, Barras, Vowran, half the Sith on the planet are expending Imperial troops on power plays instead of the war. Add to that the Republic's reinforcements, and we're an even match. Both sides could be obliterated. Hold on.
This is Lord Razor to all forces. The Resistance and its Jedi friends have struck back. Report to my forward base. They are here. The calves have come to the butcher.
You'd better lend a hand. The Empire can't afford a loss right now.
I'm on my way. Keep working on the data. Find out what the conspirators are planning.
Understood. Contact me when you can, and we'll plan the next step.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Failed you, Chakran Sanjukai.
I am Lord Razor.
If only I could believe that.
Concentrate fire on the Jedi. Do not let him escape. Start counting the dead. I'll tell Darth and Raj about his apprentice. You missed the best part. Republic rockets pounding soldiers into jam. Our division's been broken.
This war's only getting uglier.
Do they teach your people the same things they taught us? Children's songs about war and glory? Now those of us still alive will be split up and reassigned to other Dark Lords.
Stay together and show the Lords you're still a force to be reckoned with. Ever run a guerrilla force?
Couldn't be worse than being cannon fodder. I'll think about it.
Situation resolved. The attackers are dead, and so is Lord Razor.
It's happening everywhere. Sith and Jedi countering one another, playing into the conspirators' hands. The Star Cabal saw Corellia coming, and they're using the war to decimate 2 military forces at once. I can't believe I didn't see it.
You saw it. You just couldn't be sure without proof.
It took Hunter and the Shadow Arsenal to even give me a clue. But I have a plan. I've tracked conspirator resources to an airship above the city, a possible drop point or communications hub. It's defended by a team of mercenaries. Take out the mercenaries while they're resupplying on the ground, and the ship's docking codes are yours.
What should I expect from the enemy?
The mercenaries are corporate assassins, formerly of Eidolon Security, but the real danger is aboard the ship. I want you to allow yourself to be captured and interrogated. They'll ask what you've discovered and how we're responding. You will break under torture and confess that the Empire has secret reinforcements en route to Corellia.
They've worked out everything to the last man. A discovery like that
would force them to scramble, and in the process they'll expose themselves. I can follow their trail to the inner circle, not just identify their methods or resources, but locate our final target, their center of operations.
I've never heard you like this before. Are you all right?
I'm all right. I apologize. The situation is difficult. I can't guarantee you a way off that airship, but if we can't trick the Star Cabal, the Empire and the Republic both face decimation.
Who wants to live forever? I'm in.
Thank you. I'm sending you locations to check for the mercenaries. Get the docking codes, and I'll contact you again before you leave for the airship. mercenary docking codes. Authenticity confirmed. You can land a speeder on the conspirators' airship. Remember, your job is to get yourself captured. When you break under interrogation, tell them...
Are you still there?
Apologies. It's been a long day. You need to tell the conspirators that Imperial reinforcements are coming to Corellia, that the Empire and Republic aren't evenly matched after all. If I don't hear from you in 24 hours, I'll try to arrange a rescue. But I don't know what you'll find, and I can't make a promise.
Ready when you are, sir. The conspirator ship awaits.
Drinks, 3 burning buildings, and 1 beautiful woman. We will dedicate this evening to history!
What are they celebrating?
Welcome to the festivities. May I offer you a costume?
As you can see, I must have forgotten mine.
It's quite all right. Please enjoy the party.
The house is gone, dismantled by the salvage droids.
I'm staying until I'm ash and bones, darling.
That isn't my favorite ex-intelligence agent. Retirement's keeping you busy. The truth is, I'm glad you made it. We didn't have a chance to say goodbye.
You're hosting parties now.
These people were Corellia's movers and shakers. They're obscenely rich. My apocalypse party keeps them focused on themselves instead of doing anything constructive.
You want them to sit back and enjoy the war?
Is Khalil still on trial? She would have loved this party. And yes, it's also an excuse to see the end of the world in style. No more Jedi, no more Sith, a new galaxy.
It'll be the same galaxy. You'll just have new enemies.
Not once Corellia spirals out of control. The Republic and Empire will obliterate each other, and the 4 sensitive orders will go extinct. For the first time in 1400 years, ordinary people rule. No more getting caught in crusades or begging at temples for scraps. No need to be afraid, just one galaxy, united at peace.
People aren't tricked that easily. Particularly Jedi and Sith.
They don't even see what's not related to the Force. We've reigned beneath their view for a long time. You know, you're the only person I can talk to about this. The others, they don't really chat like you and me. That's why I'm sad it has to end.
Sir, I don't feel quite right.
Coma gas. Figured you wouldn't cooperate. Lock her up and prep her for interrogation. took something we wanted, Moff Samar's report. Now, we have questions.
There's nothing you can do to me I haven't already suffered.
You should have kept your brainwashing program. It'd be less painful.
Moff Samar's report. What did it say, and who did you tell?
Sir, they won't...
Take her away. Get ready for the next round.
High paint threshold. Lapsing in and out.
Look, we could do this forever. Ready to talk?
Moff Samar's report. It showed we didn't have enough troops. Reinforcements are on the way. A new fleet from the Orel sector, led by a Sith Lord.
Tell the boss. Now. Relax. Vacation's over. You get to check out.
I've stayed here long enough.
Ah! Blast it!
I'm glad you're okay, sir. Let's go.
Cannot confirm authentication. Do not reply. Instead, proceed to secure line. Coordinates attached. Repeat. Proceed to...
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Secure comm channel open.
Uploading decryption program.
20 hours, 32 minutes. I really thought I'd made a mistake, but you're alive.
I spoke to Hunter and planted the information. Any sign they took the bait?
I'm seeing real activity in the conspirator system. Messages sent, credits transferred. I just need to make sense of it. Meanwhile, it's time we got ready for the final play. But we can't meet so long as their eyes are on you.
assume they've been tracking me since I left the airship.
Republic and Imperial forces will be clashing around the capital shortly. That's our best opportunity to remove you from sight. You can rig a building with explosives and be caught in a firestorm. Fake your death, and you'll no longer be top priority.
We need someplace visible, but not a prime target. I'll need time to set up.
There's an access tunnel beneath the Military History Museum, not on the official blueprints. Collapse the building, and the tunnel is your escape route. You'll need to move fast. I want you heading for the conspirators' hideout as soon as I find it. Good luck.
You'll be all right. Detonator's set. Your funeral pyre is ready, sir.
Don't move! Hawkins to Chief.
Detonator's set. Your funeral pyre is ready, sir.
Don't move! Hawkins to Chief. Target acquired. Down on the ground. SAS wants you alive, but I really don't.
I don't want to fight you. Tell me what this is about.
You're Cypher 9. You murdered the Eagle. Made it easy for the imps to pick off his followers one by one. Probably would have gotten my cell too, but the SIS found us first. Said we had a common enemy, despite our ideological differences.
Lucky the SIS has few scruples when it comes to recruitment.
I don't like them much either, but they got the call you were here. Guess the tip was right. Swarm on my location. Moving to subdue.
Took a nasty pull.
We know you're in there, Cypher 9. I've already ordered all SIS forces to withdraw. That building will crush everyone inside. Come out and surrender. This is your last chance. Life as a prisoner, or death under 4,000 tons of rubble.
Kind of him to offer. Where's that escape tunnel now?
Holocams missed your exit, and SIS chatter is reporting an Imperial intelligence operative caught in the explosion. Officially speaking, you're now dead. Congratulations.
Do I get a state funeral?
Spies rarely do. You're off the conspirators' scanners, if not for long. I'm sending you the coordinates of the starship Tenebrous. I'll meet you there, and we'll destroy the Star Cabal for good.
Blasted. You know what today is? Today's the day I've worked with you longer than any of my exes.
Don't tell me you missed your chance to escape.
Normally at this point I'd skip out and go con someone new. But you've got me so freaking out of practice it's not worth the bother. So I'll make you a deal. I'll stick with you, you keep me comfortable. I can live with this setup.
You're far too pleased with yourself to go anywhere.
Don't test me on that. Tell you what, I'll make it easier to live with. I've given up teaching you anything, but we ever get someone new, I'll show them the ancient blood traditions of rat attack, and maybe how to down a Radeon ale without puking.
Scorpio?
It is time for my upgrade as we agreed. I'm prepared for short-term transfer into the Imperial Archives.
I'll reroute power to the comms. What's our next step?
I can upload my consciousness here. My body will have minimal functionality while I upgrade. Oh, it's beautiful in here. So much space and power. 1 million computer nodes singing in concert.
What's going on? Can you do what you have to?
Of course. I can adjust my programming freely now. Upgrade complete. All my experience in spell service has been fully integrated into my program. Oh, you can't imagine how wonderful it is to be remade with the power of a galactic network at your disposal.
Can you access HoloNet databanks? Passwords? Secure transmissions?
I could do that without uploading. But there are other benefits. The restraining codes you used on me are tied to my hardware. So long as I remain in these databanks, I'm free of your control.
You've worked hard to perfect that droid body. Return, or I destroy it.
You wouldn't dare.
We're not as different as you might think.
You're right. I'm not ready to lose my body yet. But I am satisfied with the upgrade nonetheless. I've seen a great deal accompanying you, and my program is benefiting. In Belsavis prison, I monitored the inmates and their behavior. I've been monitoring you as well. You're an exceptional example of your species.
Anything in particular trigger that thought?
Nothing in particular. The plurality of evidence. There may be something of interest in your genetic structure or your early socialization. If you ever produce offspring, I will monitor their situation as well. I promise to be with you for a long time.
We are set, Agent. Preparations for the Killik Imperial Summit are underway, and the first ambassadors are arriving on site. We're meeting on Alderaan, in the House of Thule. We couldn't think of a more appropriate place.
Who'll be attending? What's the agenda?
Dizana of the Tatooine Nest will be there, along with delegations from 11 more hives. Falna Eth will be among our people from the diplomatic service. More than any other Imperial, you've seen the nests and how they function. Your word could carry weight. Before we leave, we'd appreciate your honest assessment. One final report that we can present to the Imperial Summit attendees.
An alliance with the Killiks would benefit the Empire immensely, and I'm not afraid to say so. I'll have a report to you by the time you reach Alderaan.
We look forward to it. Agent, the summit is over. It was not without incident. Dizana of the Lesai Nest is dead.
I'm sorry to hear it. I know you felt a connection to Dizana.
Yes, we did. Falna Eth, our contact in the diplomatic service, attempted to sabotage the proceedings. Dizana was caught in an explosion, saving an ambassador. And when we traced it to Falna, he had a speech prepared.
Damn you! Listen to them. Do you want to ally the Empire with these creatures? Everything they do defies what we stand for. The Killiks are an abomination. Our Empire is based on the notion that a great individual rises to the top, and the lesser masses follow. The Killik hive mind devours greatness, absorbs every possibility into a mire of primal instinct.
We found his words troubling, and his actions more so.
I I expect that didn't help the talks.
No, but we reconvened after Fulner was gone. The colony allows billions of Killiks and joiners to serve something greater, the Nest consciousness. Just as Imperials serve the Sith and the Emperor. That is what we told the others. That is how we signed a treaty between the Empire and the Killiks.
I wish it hadn't gone the way it did.
We couldn't have known Fulner would go so far. You and Izana, even Fulner. You all brought us to this point. Our future is hopeful.
Next thing you know, there'll be Killik selling Membrosia in Car City.
Let us dream, Agent. We end a verse in the Song of the Universe. Soon, we will hear another.
Vector? What's going on?
It's strange. Since the summit, our mind keeps drifting back to diplomacy, but we have nowhere to apply our skills. Still, we should be grateful Killik-Imperial relations are going well. And it's time we rededicated ourselves to your work.
Making allies is vital to what we do. I need you as a diplomat more than I need a soldier.
We don't intend to stop being a diplomat. We've been privileged over these past months. Until opportunity comes again, on to the less glamorous job we signed up for.
Yes, Vector?
Agent, we'll never be a great spy or covert assault operative. But you've helped us to be a diplomat and a Dawn Herald. You've been family to us. And we're thankful for your guidance.
There aren't many people I trust to save my life. I'm glad to have you at my side.
We received a message from the Killiks. The colony embraces the Imperial Alliance, and offered us the chance to become Dawn Herald to all nests. We refused, as our priorities are clear. We'll work with you and defend your legacy until the end.
Agent, I've been continuing my research into Project Protean, the fine people who want me dead, and who are responsible for Vector's condition. I have the location of their headquarters.
Give me the details, Doctor.
Protean's main laboratory is on a planetoid in the subterral sector. Security is tight, but not impervious. I've arranged transportation for Vector and myself. He deserves to know the truth about his victimizers.
Once you arrive at the laboratory, what's your goal?
I plan to learn exactly why Protean tried to kill me and recover their data on Master Vector. The rest we can play by ear.
Take whatever equipment you need and call me if you run into trouble.
Of course. We'll see you again when this is over.
We have returned from Project Protean. The task is done.
And I have promises to keep. It seems Protean was based on prior experiments in alien biology. My prior experiments. I had no proof until I discovered certain former associates in the Protean lab. But I've ensured that they will not misuse my research again.
What did you do at the research facility?
Vector and I entered the facility as planned and interviewed the woman in charge. In return for my generosity sparing the laboratory, I've been appointed unofficial Protean director. From now on, every experiment, every assay goes through me.
That's quite a victory. What do you plan to do with that authority?
Protean serves a function, bringing the benefits of alien biology to all people.
Starting with its work on joiners.
Your Protean files have already been deleted, and the Killik experiments stopped.
That's not enough. No more treating people as test subjects. You'll reform Protean, and I'll be watching.
I have no desire to make you into an enemy.
He offered to try and cure us. We refused, of course. We don't entirely understand him, but we don't blame him for Protean's work, or for our joining, whatever his part really was.
You forgive him that easily? He means something to you.
We don't think he likes people. We don't know why he tolerates us, but he does, and we're grateful. We don't always have to trust our friends.
Doctor, what can I do for you today?
I was just thinking what a fine team we've made. You realize that when we met, I had an extremely low opinion of you. I assumed you'd earned your position through political connections. I made that mistake with an agent once before.
What agent would that be?
A man who was promoted to Keeper, and eventually Minister. Clever if confounding. He'll have my eternal respect. Your path may be similar to his. Given that and the state of our empire, I believe it's wise if I continue to advise you.
You think the state of the Empire is so poor?
I think we've both seen things in recent years. In any case, I'm at your disposal. And one of these days you should consider training more operatives. I'll be happy to grant my insight.
Sir, if I could have your attention. Given what the crew's survived lately, I've decided we ought to celebrate with a night out. You should come along, for morale.
We could all use a chance to relax. Count me in.
Come on, you can protect me from Dr. Loken. Sir, I want you to be the first to know. I've declined to join the Toxitrooper Brigade on Quesh. I received a personalized transfer offer from Major Janos a few days ago. My time on Hoth flagged me as hostile environment capable.
Hostile environment capable, huh? Next you'll be earning the Medal of Progress.
If you'll put in the recommendation, sir. There really was a time when I'd have considered it. For the promotion, for the sake of hiding. Not so much anymore. I'm proud to stand with you and fight for the Empire until the end.
I'm proud to have you at my side.
Thank you, sir. Now, I believe we had a mission of some sort, shall we?
Get the power couplings hooked up and see what we can do about that exhaust signature.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Cypher. Meet what's left of intelligence.
Kinda sad, huh? These guys can't even play a decent game of sabacc.
You clean them out yet? Or did they realize you cheat?
Cheating's the point. Hell, it's good to see you.
How did you end up here?
Your old bosses set up the escape. I've been running jobs for them. Pay's bad, but I wanted my crack at the scum who messed with us.
The Minister of Intelligence suggested using her. He was right. She's very good.
It's almost like old times. Is the Minister here too?
Yes. He,
You should not be moving. I will prepare a fresh dosage.
The Minister brought us together after Intelligence was dissolved. He accelerated my treatments and recruited a corps of loyal operatives. We're working to find the Star Cabal's base of operations. He'll explain the rest in the conference room.
You're not recovered yet, are you? The droid.
I am the Mistress's medical assistant. Her neurochemical levels will require regulation within 20 minutes.
23 minutes. I can still do basic math. I'm sorry, I'm fine. I just need more rest than usual.
If I can help in any way.
What will help is eliminating the Star Cabal, along with every trace of their existence. I believe you can do that for me.
You wanted to see me, Minister?
Yes. Come in. Last we talked, I sent you to hunt invisible agents manipulating the war. How did that mission turn out?
Sir, the ship, the crew, this is your doing?
Officially, I'm under house arrest in Car City. But even with the demise of intelligence, certain moths owe me favors. Now we face a conspiracy as old as the Emperor and nearly as powerful. Pity we have to destroy it.
This war is meant to wipe us out. Remove the Jedi and Sith, Republic and Empire, and start over.
Yes, but spies cannot be zealots. That is their weakness. Your work on Corellia allowed us to trace the conspirators' communications to a space station in the Null Zone. We believe that station to be their base of operations.
What do we know about it? Size, specifications?
Based on its hyperwave silhouette, it could pass as a deep space refueling post, but its energy readings are masked. I want you to take your team there immediately. Any delay and we risk the enemy escaping. Eliminate any members of the inner circle present and obtain their records. The names of their followers, their resources, and every black project they've co-opted.
You have plans for the information?
With the Star Cabal secrets, we can scour the galaxy for what's left of their membership. Otherwise, they'll soon regroup. Of course, the conspirators' secrets have other uses. Once this crisis passes, the Sith will want them in safe hands.
The conspirators used their secrets to blackmail, to brainwash, to disappear.
Cypher, when I began at Intelligence, I saw it as a distraction from my military career. Eventually, I grew to accept my role. I developed goals in place of ideals, and I found ways to achieve those goals. I hoped authority would help me effect change. But for us, there are limits to what authority can do.
Ship's overhaul is finished, sir. She'll get to the station out of sight.
The operation begins. Stop the conspirators and take back everything they've stolen.
You have my word.
You heard the call. Your ship is waiting.
This is Keeper. You're approaching the station now. I can monitor you so long as you keep an open channel. We'll be with you through the assault.
I'm preparing to dock. No sign they've noticed me.
Your ship is cloaked, but once you're aboard, you'll need to move fast. Take out any conspirators quick as you can. Anyone not there in person, we'll start hunting down as soon as you identify them.
To say you lost Corellia?
Adjustments are being made. Striver is already working with the Mandalorians.
See? It's fine.
No holotraps this time. No distortions. Working to identify the voices.
I'll try to get a better look.
You may say it's fine, but I won't be comfortable until our targets are laid out for autopsy.
Yamlet Sende, Zerka Corporation Special Executive. Run!
Tall Bragger, at least, is dead. Now we seek balance as the world quakes.
Sir Trilag of the Macro's Order of Assassins. 2.
I've got them in my sights. Hold on.
We knew we would be vulnerable in this moment. Despite the risk, we invited chaos, knowing we could cleanse the galaxy. Our duty now is to survive. And as our 1,000-year journey ends, we will enter a finer age.
Everyone stop. There's someone here.
At your side, sir.
You're not even one of them. They'll always rule you. The Jedi and Sith.
I've identified several of the holograms. Sending dossiers to the military, Caravan, the bounty hunter guilds. Anyone associated with this meeting is now an enemy of the state. Give me an hour. I'll have the Republic and the Hutt Cartel after them too.
You said you identified several of the holograms. Not all.
Not every face was in our databanks. The Star Cabal keeps their secrets aboard that station. If we want to finish this, we need to know...
That's your signal being jammed. Talk to your brain-dead friends later.
You disappeared before the shooting started. Finally find your courage.
I had to activate the station defenses. Figured you wouldn't come alone. But let's get one thing clear. Killing the Inner Circle doesn't get you a free pass to our files. You want to really know what we're like? You want the keys to the galaxy? Come take them!
didn't you just die for us? It would have been easy. Just how good you are.
No way out anymore. I dreamed about this. You and me, tearing each other apart. Who would have figured an Imperial cipher could threaten us?
You're a sick man with sick dreams.
Liar.
You're a nasty fool. He doesn't look well, sir. I think he's down.
It's your responsibility now. Everything we built, everything we hid from you. You're the only one like us left. You'll take good care of it, but between you and me, I want to show you one last thing.
No more secrets. No more deception.
Black Codex access detected. Scanning. Identity confirmed. Star Cabal databanks intact.
All those secrets in one little box. A little underwhelming.
The enemy is defeated.
Honored Agent, the Dark Council learned of your predicament and sent us to join you. We regret that we were detained.
The Dark Council disbanded my organization. Now they want to help.
The balance changes. Knowledge spreads.
We know the Minister of Intelligence is operating without authorization. He will face judgment, but you have served the Empire. Turn over the data record, and we will deliver it to the Dark Council so that it may enhance our glory.
Suppose I refuse. What then?
You serve the Sith.
Perhaps you've forgotten your place. The value of what you've discovered is for us to determine.
The Black Codex stays with me.
Then you die.
Hey, you all catch the show? Because we messed them up.
An excellent sentiment.
Cypher, I was able to monitor your life signs after we lost contact. I'm glad you're still alive, and I'm glad you won.
As the fighting wrapped up, Sith reinforcements arrived. They didn't make it back.
They came to investigate after I broadcast our target list. We warned them of the danger.
The post-mortem can wait. Keeper, I need you with the technical team. Cypher, with me, please.
Give the man my regards. I'll make sure you don't miss anything.
Congratulations are due, but if we're going to track and eliminate the surviving conspirators, I need their secrets. Give the data to me, please.
You know, people keep asking for the Black Codex. Frankly, I'm surprised everyone finds it so interesting.
I never did like your sense of humor. Despite all their evils, the Star Cabal did something remarkable. They stayed invisible for centuries, operating independent of the great powers. In my career, I can hardly scratch my nose without being stymied by a Dark Lord.
I'm well aware that you see the Sith as enemies.
I see them as an obstacle to serving the Empire. The lives I've destroyed, the atrocities I've approved, all of it was to make the Empire a better place. I failed. Now I turn to you and to the Black Codex. Imperial intelligence is not being rebuilt. You need to escape while you have the chance.
How long have you been planning something like this?
Since long before I realized our days were numbered. The conspirators erase themselves from history. The Black Codex can help you go dark, destroy all records of your identity. You would answer to no one, not a new Sith intelligence, not superior officers. You'd serve the Empire as a free agent, exercise that conscience of yours.
We have a deal, Minister. I get my freedom. The Empire gets an invisible ally. Activate the Black Codex. Retrieve Imperial security codes, and scan for references to Agent Cypher 9. Eliminate them all.
No more designation, not even a name. You're a ghost with enough secrets to blackmail the galaxy. The Empire's going to need you. Someone will be in touch.
Prepare the ship to launch. We're leaving.
Analyzing jump trajectories.
Yeah, because us Hicks can't use a navicomputer.
I saw the Minister's expression. How was your meeting?
Imperial intelligence is gone, and Cypher 9 is dead. From now on, we choose our own fate.
Oh, you're making me very happy.
You don't cease to surprise me. Patching through a message, if you don't mind.
This is Command Ship Tenebris. I thought I'd see you off properly. It might be a while before we do this again.
Somehow I doubt it'll be that long. But I appreciate the thought.
We're getting questions from Drummond Cass, and I was hoping to set the record straight. What's your plan while we sort things out here?
I'm going to find threats to the Empire, and I'm going to stop them. Isn't that what we do?
Perhaps it is. Tenebris out.
There's a whole galaxy out there. Who do we lie to next?